And welcome back to Awakenings. I am the expert scum master of disaster, the one who only coins series, and we go Strolla. And we are back with some more Yugioh. I don't know how long this is gonna be today. Why is my app not working? There we go. Give me just a second. Alright, there we go. So last time, give me just a second. There we go. I just have to make sure that was set up. Last time we did, I don't remember what we did last time. What did we do last time? Last time we did Photon Shockwave and Earth Chaos. This time, we're going to be doing Galactic Overlord. So, what we have here, let's just take a look here. We got Noble Knight Artorigus. What? What is this text? They put a freaking poem. Okay. Sure. 1800 4 stars warrior light. I mean, that's pretty solid. That would have been a really good card back in the day. That would have been an amazing card early on in the series. But here it's just kinda, yep, it's there. Not the Watt Dragon. 2500 1006 stars Dragon Light. Important, capturing the Watt Dragon is forbidden by the ancient rules and is a level 6 offense. The minimum sentence for which is imprisonment for no more than 2500 helio cycles. Okay. I do not understand, but sure. Heraldic Seal of the Sun Dragon Overlord. 008 stars like Dragon. It has. Okay. You got a special rare. Wait, really? That's weird. Why? Overlay Owl. 800 4 stars Wing Beast win. Once per turn, you can pay 600 life points. DX1 access material from a monster on the field. I don't know how good that is. I know that access monsters need the material in order to do their effects, but like, I feel like this isn't really that good. Because there's ways of getting materials back anyways. So like, this kind of feels pointless to use. Some do, some don't. Ah, I see. Husky Knight. 1700 100 4 stars Light Warrior. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, while you have no cards in your hand and this card's in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your graveyard at the end of the battlefield. You can only use the effect of this guy once per duel. I mean, that's not a bad effect, just end the battle phase. It gives you at least one more turn to maybe come back, maybe. Like, it's not a bad effect. Why once per duel? I don't know. I have no idea. Probably so you can't stall forever. So that you send this guy to your graveyard and just make it so that your opponent can't, you know, damage you ever. More than likely. That's the only thing I can think of. Gaga Gardener. 2,004 stars Earth Warrior. When an opponent's monster declares an direct attack, you can special summon this card from your hand. When this card's hard to hit for an attack, you can discard one card. This card cannot be destroyed by that battle. Yeah, it's not really that great when it's only once per duel. This This card, I'm not really... Yeah, it's Big Silver Gagaga. I don't really like this card very much. That's not a very good effect, I feel. Card D! 800, 400, 2 stars, Earth Machine. Cannot be special summoned. During your main phase 1, if this card was normal summon this turn, you can trick this card, draw 2 cards. Then it becomes the end phase. You cannot special summon during the turn to activate this effect. I don't think I like that very much. Like, oh, I summoned this guy, and I tribute it to draw 2 cards. I don't think I really like that. Especially in the aggressive era of the game. This is just asking for you to, you know, destroy yourself. Wait, what? Card D? You think I got put on 1? I see it's a secret rare. Overlay here. 300, 800, 2 stars, Light Reptile. You can banish this card from your graveyard, take 1 excess material from a monster your opponent controls, and attach it to an excess monster you control as excess material. Also, this is probably gonna be, which cards in a holy order. This is the music you're hearing is from, Accent Core. This is Accent Core, OSE. Also, today's stream might be a little bit short because I do need to go and get my medication before it closes. Okay, so I'm trying to get through this a little bit relatively quickly if I can. So apologies about that. I just wanted to get a stream in before, you know, anything else. Hammer Start, 1700, 1500, 4 stars, water. This. Once per turn, you can reduce the level of this card by 1, and if you do, special summon 1 level 3 or lower monster from your hand. Yeah. This card's kinda nice. It's like, okay, I reduce it by 1, I can special summon a water monster. Why would you not do that? Like, that's kinda really great. It lets you just get an extra monster off the field very quickly. Also, it lets you do frog-related stuff, which, oh boy. Hammer Bouncer. 2300, 2000, 6 stars, Earth Warrior. If your opponent controls a card and you control no cards, you can normal summon this card without tributing. That reminds me of, a specific monster. Blade Gardener or something like that. I can't remember the name of the monster. It's a real early monster. If this card attacks an opponent's monster, as long as you control no spell traps, your opponent cannot activate any spell traps until a damage step. That's kinda okay. It's just okay. I don't know how great it is, but it's pretty okay. Blade Bouncer. 1800, 1400, 4 stars, Earth Warrior. Once per turn, if this card acts and your opponent controls a monster at the end of the damage step, you can discard 1 card. This card can attack an opponent's monster once again during this battle. Yeah, it's always good. It does mean you have to have no spell traps on your side of the field first, but I mean, you know. This card, I'm never a fan of discarding your own cards, but I mean, it can probably combo into stuff, so, you know, it might be useful. And it lets you attack again. I mean, it's 1800, it's not super fantastic by this era. Yeah, you can start with that, yeah. Phantom Bouncer. 2400, 1200, 6 stars, Dark Warrior. If this card is on the field, it's destroyed set graveyard, you can add 2 Bouncer cards from your deck to your hand. Oh, Bouncer's gonna be the new archetype, I see. Morpho Butterfly. Is that you, Lumen? What happened to you, Lumen? 1200, 1600, 4 stars, Dark Warrior. Once per turn with the battle position of opponent's monster is changed, except during the damage step, you can target one of those monsters. It loses 1000 attack and defense. Yikes! That sounds kinda disgusting, if you're able to keep this thing alive. Swallowtail Burst Spy. 1812 stars Dark Warrior. That looks more like an insect. When a known monster you control inflicts foul damage to your opponent, target one basic monster your opponent controls. It loses to act evil if foul damage is inflicted. Damn! That's actually kinda nice. That's a good effect right there. Lower the attack of some other monster and can just wham. That's kinda good. I mean, it's not the most amazing effect, but that's kinda good, I think. Moonlit Papillon. 1216 stars Light Insect. When this card is set for field graveyard, you can special summon one level 4 lower Buttersky monster from your deck. Okay. So that's just, you know, searching for more Buttersky. But he has to be on the field, which, I mean, he's gonna die very easily. Jumbo Drill. 1804 stars Earth Machine. When this card's normal summon, you can increase the levels of all machine monsters you currently control by 1. If this card acts, it goes up Fairy Meteor Crust. And if this card acts, it goes to defense and damage step. So, Fairy Meteor Crust and Goblin Half Force combined. Okay. I mean, it's an okay machine. Excuse me. There's way better machines. This is just okay. Rocket Arrow Express. 5,000? 5,000 act, 0 defense, 10 stars, Earth Machine. 5,000 act? Cannot be normal summon set. Must be special summoned from your hand by controlling no cards. And cannot be special summoned by other ways. You cannot conduct your battle phase and turn your special summon this card. You cannot activate cards or effects or set any cards. During each of your scale 5 phases, destroy this card unless you send your out of your hand to the graveyard. Well, there's the text that makes it awful. You can't use card effects. You can't activate cards. You can't set cards. And you have to set your hand to the graveyard to keep this thing alive. This is bad. That's an awful card. Garbage. Camera Clops. 1404 stars Light Warrior. If this card activates a monster on the field at the start damage step, destroy that monster. Its defense must be higher than this card to activate it and resolve this effect. Yeah, just play 5-headed at that point. I mean, this lets you just, take some damage, but it lets you, you know, beat through like a freaking high defense monster. I don't know how much I like that, but it's an option if you don't have any better options somehow. Still not something I would recommend. Heraldic Dragon of Nuit. 904 stars Light Dragon. Once per turn during each either player's turn, when this basic card or skills are hit by a spell track or card effect, special summon one dragon type normal monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard and make its active defense 0. Why? That sounds awful. It's like, oh, here's just a 0/0. Go ahead and beat it up, please. Do it. Yuck. Heraldic Dragon of Gebet. Oh, is that what it is? It's 5-headed fogger? 404 stars Light Dragon. When this card destroys an opponent's monster from battle sent to the graveyard, special summon one dragon type normal monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard and make its active defense 0. I see that's what it wants to do. It lets you get dragon type normals, but it makes its active defense 0. When this card's trip is special summon one heraldic normal monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Oh god, yeah, you can just get Blue Eyes out super quickly, that. Yeah, okay, yeah, that is Blue Eyes nonsense. I wonder if this got played with Blue Eyes. Yeah, it just reads Blue Eyes support. And now we have Esset. 1912 stars Light Dragon. You can normal summon this card without treatment him, where its original act becomes 1,000. Once per turn, you can target one face-up normal dragon monster off the field. The levels fall face-up heroic monsters currently off the field become the level of that monster until the end phase. When this curse trip hit, blah blah blah. If I do blah blah blah, it's just a normal dragon normal monster. Special summon, its attack defense becomes 0. Nothing. 2,1600 5-stars Light Dragon. You can special summon this card from your hand by triggering one heroic monster. Once per turn, you contribute one heroic monster except this card from your hand or your cycle field. Target one monster your opponent controls and destroy it. Again, blah blah blah. Access monsters are tributed. They're not. This can't be an access. Ah, I see. And now we have F-Nuit. 2114 stars Light Dragon. If only your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. And you cannot activate the turn, you special summon this way. Again, blah blah blah. Sue! Wow, Sue, what did Hololive do to you? It hurt you into a dragon, Sue. 22,006 stars Light Dragon. You can special summon this card from your hand by triggering one heroic monster. Once per turn, you contribute one heroic monster, except this card from your hand or your cycle field. And target one spell trap your opponent controls and destroy it. Again, blah blah blah. Monsters attached to access are basically treated like, ah, I see. I gotcha. Asar, not to be confused with Nasar. 26,707 stars Light Dragon. You can special summon this card from your hand by banishing one Light Dragon type monster and one Dragon type normal monster from your graveyard. If this face-up card of the field will be destroyed, you can tribute one face-up heroic monster instead, except this card. Okay. I see. Another Hokage. Again, we have Shoot Heck. Yeah, it doesn't have any normals. 2,800 2,008 stars Light Dragon. Cannot be normal summon a set. Must first be special summon from your hand by banishing 3 dragon type normal monsters from your graveyard. Once per turn, you can banish one dragon type monster from your graveyard, target one card to other field and destroy it. This seems terrible. It seems really terrible. The heroic dragons seem really bad. Uh-oh, the Apple Heights are back, guys. 1,503 stars, Reptile Fire. When this card's normal summon, you can send one equal star monster from your deck to the graveyard. When this card's split face up, you can special summon one equal Hyle monster from your deck. Okay, so it's just grab whichever type that you want. Yeah, it's better with Blue Eyes White Dragon for sure. Evolusaur, Darwino. 2,705 stars Fire Dinosaur. When this card is special summon back the effect of an evil Hyle monster, you can target one face-up monster off the field and target increase that target's level by up to 2. Okay, that's how you do some synchro nonsense. I don't know if that matters. That doesn't matter for access, right? That's more for synchro, the levels, if I recall correctly. Insector, Firefly. 101 stars Dark Insect. Once per turn, you can equip one Insector monster from your hand graveyard to this card. If an Insector card equips this card, you can look at all set cards your opponent controls. While this card is equipped to a monster, that monster's level is increased by 1. Also, it gains attack and defense equal to this card's attack and defense. I mean, that doesn't really help. It requires specific levels. Okay, so it does. I gotcha. It's kind of just Insector, a ladybug. 5,102 stars Dark Insect. Once per turn, blah blah blah. Yeah, it increases the monster's level by 2, gains active defense equal to this card's active defense. While this card is equipped to a monster, you can send this equipped card to the graveyard that target one face-up monster you control and increase that target's level by 1 or 2. Damn! I mean, it's okay. Insector Earwig. 1,004 stars Dark Insect. Blah, blah, blah. It gains active defense equal to this card's active defense. When this card is sent to the graveyard while equipped to a monster, the monster this card was equipped to gains 1,000 active health end phase. Meh. I mean, it's okay, but meh. Insector Giga Cricket. 2,013 hits of Dark 5 stars Insect. If this card's in the graveyard, you can banish one insect type monster from the graveyard to target one face-up insect or monster you control. Equip this card from the graveyard to that target. The effective insector of this guy can only be used once per turn. While this card is equipped to a monster, that monster's original attack becomes at 2,000, and it has Scary Meteor Cross. Ooh! Ooh! That is kinda disgusting! Oh, dude! That is disgusting for Insectors! That's kinda good! I mean, you're not gonna summon him normally, but, like, he's kinda good. Light Ray Sorcerer. 2,302,000 light spellcaster 6 star. Cannot be normal summoner set. Must be special summoned from your hand while 3 or more of your light monsters are banished. It cannot be special summoned by other ways. Once per turn, you can target one of your banished light monsters and one face-up monster on the field. Stop the first target who can deck, and you banish the second target. This card cannot act during the turn you activate this effect. Let's just keep making light monsters just good. Let's just keep making light monsters just good. Like, what the hell? Why do light monsters and dark monsters get all the love? Light Ray Gygelus. Yeah, I know he's light. Or she's light. 2,600, 1,507 stars Light Sea Serpent. Cannot be normal summon set. Must be special summoned from your hand by having 4 or more light monsters in your graveyard. It cannot be special summoned by other ways. Once per turn, you can target one field spell card, 2 other cards on the field. Destroy them. Light Rays seem really not super great, really. Cause it's like, I can't summon you unless I have X amount of light monsters in my... Oh hey, Gear Freak. Gear Freak's back. Why? It seems like a bad hype. 2,800, 2,200, 8 stars Light Warrior. Cannot be normal summon set. Blah blah blah. I have to 5 more light monsters with different names in your graveyard. Once per turn, during either player's turn, when a spell trap card is activated, you can banish one warrior type monster from your graveyard. Negate the activation if you do, destroy it. All face-up monsters you control must be warrior type activated and resolve this effect. Why? Awful. I am not sold on the Light Rays. That'd be a Dragon Gygelus. How's it relate to Gygelus? Wait, this guy, oh! It's Gygelus. It's the same guy. I didn't even realize it. Light Ray Diablos. 2,800, 1,007 stars Light Dragon. Cannot be normal summons, have more light monsters with different names. Once per turn, you can banish one light monster from your graveyard and target one set card your opponent controls. Reveal that target and place that target on either the top or bottom of the deck. Actually, its name is Diablos, but it's a dragon. Diabolos is supposed to be a demon. Why is he a dragon? What? Why are you a dragon? You should not be a dragon. You should be a demon. Give me just a second, if you will. Yeah, it's getting Orca support. Give me a second. Give me just a second. Give me just a second. Alright. Lady of Ghee. Alright, this is like the female version of Lord of Ghee. Wow, really? It took that long to get a female version of that? 1500, 1100, 4 stars, guard spellcaster. Hey! Hey, no! Don't do that! No! The Lady of Ghee! Guys, I've been listening to my seer. Way too much seer. I just hear a noises in my head. Please, someone save me from seer. Your opponent cannot target face-up dragon-type monsters you control for attacks. If this card on the field will be destroyed by battle or a card effect, you can send one dragon-type monster from your hand to the graveyard instead. I mean, it's basically, you know, Lord of Ghee. It's basically Lord of Ghee for the most part, just with a additional effect. Absorbing Jar. Her 5 heads. Her 5 heads. What's wrong with you, hate? 605, 54, 3 stars, Earth, Rock. Wow, they actually have a new Jar? When's the last time we saw a Jar? Flip. Destroy all set spell traps on the field, and each player draws 1 card for each card they control that was destroyed by this effect. You cannot set any cards this turn. Bro, when was the last time we saw a Jar? I feel like Cyber Jar was like the last time. Yeah, we'll talk about Fiber Jar. Fiber Jar is Cyber Jar. The Jars were just terrible to deal with. Cyber Jar, Fiber Jar, Morphin Jar. Yeah, you would be discarded often. Red-Headed Oni. 1700, 1004 stars, Dark Zombie. What do you mean zombie? Why is he a zombie? It's an Oni! Good, because Fiber Jar is broken. When this card special summon from graveyard by the effect of a zombie-type monster, you can target 1 face-up zombie monster you control. Detach 1 access material from a monster on the field. And if you do, increase the target hit monsters by love when it... By love? Love? By 1, and it's attacked by 300, even if the target hit conditions are no longer correct. Yes, increase its level by love. The Red-Headed Oni is gonna love you. It's gonna give you lots of love. Lots and lots of love. Uh-huh. Anyways, level of violence, yes. Flame Tiger. 1800 zero defense, 4 stars, fire beat. During your draw phase, if this card's in your graveyard, you can control no monsters. Instead of conducting your normal draw, you can special summon this card. If you do, banish it when it leaves the field. Meh. Not really sold on the Flame Tiger. Nomadic Force. Oh, it's like the A forces, but nomads. 1700, 1004 stars, Wind Warrior. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle since its graveyard, you can target this card, target 1 face down defense monster your opponent controls to destroy that target. Yikes! Okay, so it is like Exile Force, in a way. Except you have to actually kill something with it. Interesting. Yeah, it's basically Exile Force. Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. 4,500 3,000 rank 8 Light Dragon. 3 level 8 monsters. Gee, I wonder what we can do. Is the Yugiohs? Wow, it's the same guys. They actually retrained them. That's actually hilarious. Also, 3 level 8 monsters, you say? Gee, I wonder if this is used in, a Blue Eyes deck. If this card's actually summoned using Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon as any of its materials, negate the effects of all other face-up cards currently on the field. Once per turn, you can deact 1 material from this card. Deact all materials for monsters your opponent controls. If this card gains 500 after each. Also, it can act up that many times during each spell phase this turn. Blue Eyes White Dragon is 8 stars. Here's 3 Photon Dragon. But yeah, Blue Eyes is 8 stars. I guarantee it's 8 stars. It's Red Eyes got 7 stars, if I recall. Red Eyes is the 7 stars one. That's the one you're thinking. This seems scary, but at the same time, I wonder if it's better to use this over Blue Eyes Ultimate. I mean, it depends on how easy it is to get this guy out compared to, like, Blue Eyes Ultimate. I'm gonna put that one on, like, I'm not sure on how good that one actually is. Number 32, Shark Drake. Blue Eyes is 8 stars, yes. You have one turn kill, that Photon Dragon? Yikes. 2,800, 2,100, rank 4 Sea Serpent Water. 3 level 4 monsters. Once per turn with this active card destroys their opponent's monster by battle sends it to the graveyard, you can deact 1 material from this card. Special summon can destroy monster in your opponent's field in attack mode, but it loses 1,000 attack. And if you, this card can make a second attack during the battle phase. It seems pretty okay, honestly. It's not bad, but like you lose 1,000 attack, which is like, yeah. Photon Strike Bouncer. 2,700, 2,000, rank 6 Light Warrior. Here's a solid water option. 2 level 6 monsters. Once per turn during either player's turn, when the monster effect is activated on your opponent's side field, if you deact 1 material from this turn, negate the effect and if you do, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. Yikes! That's kinda disgusting. You just negate and do 2,000 damage home. If they use monster effects. That's kinda disgusting. It kinda shuts down the opponent's monster score a little bit. Until you get rid of this guy somehow. Photon! Papilloperative. 2,100, 1,800, rank 4 Light Warrior. 2 level 4 monsters. Once per turn, you can deact 1 material from this card and target 1 defense monster on the field. Change a face-up attack, and if you do, it loses 600 attack. I am not sold on this card, like, at all. It's just okay, but I'm not sold on them at all. You're gonna have to try better, not Lumen. Number 25, Force Focus. 2,800, 2,400, rank 6, Light Machine, 2 level 6 monsters. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can deact 1 material from this card and target 1 level 5 or higher effect monster your opponent controls. Negate the effects of that opponent's face-up monster until the end of the turn. You only get to use that until the end of the turn. I don't know how I feel about that, in all honesty. Like, it seems okay, but like, it doesn't seem as good as some of the other Axis monsters. I mean, 2800 attack's pretty nice, but you gotta have 2 level 6 monsters. Which I guess isn't that hard if you know how to manipulate levels. So I guess you can just bust out 2800 pretty easily. Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger! Hey look! Gaia's back. 2600, 2100, rank 7 Wind Dragon. Hello Gaia. Long time no see. You can also access some of this card by using a rank 5 or 6 access monster you control as material. Transfer its material with this card, and it has very Meteor Cross. You never heard anyone talk about it? Ah, maybe it's not that good. It's just Gaia with very Meteor Cross. Really. I mean, the fact that you could also use a rank 5 or 6 access monster to get this guy out is kinda not bad. But like, I guess if you do anything with materials, it kinda just has materials on it. Heroic Dragon King of Adam. 2400, 2100, rank 6 Light Dragon, 2 level 6 Dragon. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card, blah 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 blah. Oh, it's 1 dragon monster, not a normal dragon. This card cannot act during the turn you activate this effect. You summon Volcasaurus and use Ray to destruct somebody slap this. Ew. Okay, yeah, that is kinda disgusting, yeah. So this guy just lets you summon any dragon from your deck. But it makes it attack and defense 0, which is like, bleh, that's awful. That's honestly kinda really hockey. I don't like making things 0 attack defense. What's the point? Unless you're gonna, like, special summon on that turn or something. You run it with Dragon Rulers? Ah. Heroic Sun Dragon Overlord of Heliopolis. XYZ. I guess that is true, yeah. 3000, 2400, rank 8 Light Dragon. 2 level 8 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card. Tribute any number of monsters from your hand and or field. Then destroy equal number of cards on the field. Oh my god. That could be kinda devastating. Depending on how many monsters you have in your hand and or field. Just nuclear higher field. But you can also have this as kind of a bug, in that, you know, you might not have any monsters to work with, which makes this not as good. Yeah, it feels kinda, you want to use Soul Charge to summon 2 blue eyes and 3 others, contribute 3 to detonate their field. I guess that is true, yeah. If you could get them all out quick enough. Queen Dragon gets in. So, can someone... Oh, that's Queen Dragoon. Can someone tell me why the dragon lady is, you know, humanoid? All the male dragons are not humanoid, but then you have a female dragon and it's humanoid. 2200, 1200, rank 4 Dark Dragon. 2 level 4 monsters. Dragon monsters you control cannot destroy without except this card. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card to target 1 level 5 or higher dragon monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target but cannot act this turn. Also, its effects are negated. Because sexy anime girls, that is correct. So, she makes it so that dragons cannot die in battle, which is really damn good. That seems very good to have in the dragon deck, but it is only 2200 attack. It doesn't seem very strong. I bet there's, like, alternative art. I'm not gonna click that. Insector Exostag. 800. Rank 5 Dark Insect. 2 level 5 insect monsters. That's just a Gundam. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material for this card, then target 1 monster your opponent controls or in their graveyard. Equip that target this card. This card gains attack defense equal to half the original attack defense of the monster equipped by this effect. Yeah, this card doesn't seem very good. This honestly seems very bad. Like, very, very bad. That seems like a bad card. Bound 1. Equip only a spellcaster monster that has a level. That means you can't use it on an Exus monster. Got it. It gains attack equal to its level times 100. If the equipped monster is destroyed by your opponent's card is sent to the graveyard, and this card sent to your graveyard as a result, you can special summon that monster. Are you talking about the Axis Insector? Because that guy seems really bad. That guy seems really bad. So, Spellcaster continues to get more stuff, but like... This card, why not just use like United We Stand or Acts of Despair? In all honesty. I mean, yeah, just lets you special summon that card. You ran like Armor Glass, Centipede, Dragonfly, Hornet along with the equips. I see. I mean, this isn't a terrible card. It lets you keep the monster that, you know, Hack is equipped. Also, this only reminds me of, like, Jafar's Scaff. You know what I mean? Mini Guts. Tribute 1 monster, target 1 basic monster your opponent control. Its attack becomes 0 at end phase. This turn, when it is destroyed from battle sent to the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the original attack in graveyard. That is kind of disgusting. That is actually kind of really disgusting. You hit that monster with a strong enough monster, and if it's a strong enough monster, that's gonna do like half a life points. Like half of your max life points, probably. Depending on the monster. Yeah, it's one turn kill nonsense. How is this not like limit hit at all? I mean, yeah, if it works. But, like, it's probably not hard to do. If anything, it's still gonna hurt like a son of a bitch. Falling Current. Is that... Well, it better be bad, because if it's one turn kill, then, you know... Target 1 basic monster you control and declare level between 1 and 3. It becomes that level. Okay. Sir. For certain scales. Target 1 basic monster you control except the monster that is attacking directly. It gains 1,000 attack, and also it cannot attack directly for the rest of this turn. During the end phase of this turn, it loses 2,000 attack. Yeah, we don't talk about Cyberstein. Cyberstein with blue eyes, so, I mean, bleh. This card just seems bad. It seems like a terrible card. Why would you use this? Night Beam! Target 1 set spell trap your opponent controls. Destroy that target. Your opponent cannot activate the target hit card in response to this card's activation. So it's like a mystical space typhoon. In a way. Kinda. Except it's not a quick spell. A quick play. Heroic Shield of Complication. Add 1 heroic monster from your deck to your hand. Heroic Seal of Supremacy. Special summon one heroic monster from your hand. Evil Diversity. Add one. Okay, you add one Evil Eye or Evil Sword monster from your deck in your hand. You can only activate one of these cards per turn. Oh, okay. More basic search. Evil Price. Once per turn, if a monster is special summoned by the effect of an Evil Eye monster, except during the damage step, you can target one card off the field. Destroy that target. Man, imagine if one day you went to sleep, and then you woke up and you evolved into something completely different. It's like, man, I woke up and now I evolved into a freaking slug. I would be mad. Like, man, now I'm super slow. I can't get anywhere. I'm leaving slime everywhere. This just sucks. Nobody's gonna like me. I just described the JoJo. Of course I did. Of course a JoJo scam does that. Finally, Section. So 5 face-up Insector cards you control graveyard. Destroy all cards your opponent. Okay. Destroy all cards your opponent controls, and during the battle phase of this turn, your opponent cannot activate monster effects to activate the hand or graveyard. So this is your Cascade. Okay, you have this height of deck. You have this many of this height of the deck. Nuke your opponent. It's a raven that makes your character turning into snow if you look at it. What? That's weird. That sounds terrible. Insector Crossbow. Crossbow. Sectaro. Equip only to an Insector monster against 500 attack. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of the equipped monster's attack. Am I gonna be able to finish this before? Okay, I gotta really dig in and finish this set. Because I really need to go real soon. Cross unit. Equip only to a face-up cross monster. Gains attack equal to its rank times 200. If the equipped monster you control will get hacks its material and activate its effect, you can get hacks this card this one of the material. Not bad card for X's monster. Got wacky magic. Banish all spell traps, or banish all spells from your graveyard. Destroy all face-up monster your opponent controls or defense less than or equal to the number of spell cards you banish times 300. Okay, that could be kinda good, honestly. That might honestly be kinda good, depending on what you do. Constellar Belt. The activation of light monsters' effect cannot be negated. Oh my god, light monsters just keep winning. What the hell? Storm. Destroy as many spell traps you control as possible. Destroy as many spell traps your opponent controls as possible. Up to the number of cards destroyed by this event. So it's like, Giant Trunade, but like, scarier. Okay. Welcome back, Giant Trunade. You got a, an upgrade. Yeah, just use Heartbeat Skyroduster. Why use this? Nitwit Outwit. Discard one monster, target one face-up monster off the field. It loses act equal to discard monster's original act. Well, I mean, yeah, Skyroduster was probably banned. That is true. This, I don't know if this is even worth it, because it's a trap card, and trap cards are like... I mean, Jinzo would just negate everything. I don't even know Jinzo was banned in this time era. Also, this is just looking at the set round. This isn't like making a deck. We're just looking at the sets. Gabasara. When a defense monster you control is hit for attack, change that defense monster a face-up attack. And if the attacking monster is destroyed by battle is sent to the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent's equal to that monster's original active graveyard. I don't know if that's even worth using, honestly. That sounds kinda not great. It was kinda at 1. Commander of Swords. When your opponent draws from the normal draw in your draw phase, a reveal cards they drew in, then if any is the spell trap, you apply one of these effects. Destroy all cards they drew, or discard all cards they drew, and destroy one spell trap they control. I mean, I don't know if that's really good or not. It's a nerf person, a Harpy. Yeah, it's a nerd person. That card is a nerd. Bouncer card. Target one basic bouncer monster you control this turn. It cannot be hit by other card effects or be destroyed by bounce. This turn, if an opponent's monster attacks, it must target that monster for an attack phase skill on the field. Meh. It's just kinda meh. Butterfly Yoke. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, target the attacking monster. Change that target defense, and if you do, equip this card that monster. Once per turn, during either player's main phase or battle phase, you can change the equipped monster's battle position. Meh. It's just kind of just eh. It's just eh. Herald Seal of Banishment. Tribute one Herald monster that target one card your opponent controls, banish that target. Herald Seal of Reflection. When a spell trap, one monster effect is activated. Tribute one Herald monster, negate the activation if you do destroy it. Because doing that with a Herald sounds awful. Sec Conversion. When a face of Insectoid monster you control is hit for an attack, target the attacking monster, equip the attacking monster. And control the equipped monster while it is controlled. Ooh. So this is like Snack Steal without the downside of Snack Steal. Yeah, Herald is already immune to effect, so it's just like, yeah. This is just Snack Steal without healing the opponent. That's kinda good, honestly. It can destroy your opponent's skill while summoning giant dragon rulers. Yeah, no stat boost, but like, it's still like, good. Insectoid Gauntlet. Target one face of Insectoid monster you control. Equip this card to that target. It gains spouse and defense. It cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Not bad. Not bad. It makes them immune to card effects, which is always good. Return. When your opponent adds a card from the graveyard to their hand, they must shuffle one of those cards to their effect. Blech. Meh, nobody cares about that. Dimensions Light. It's equipped with a monster, meaning you have to waste your effect getting it on the field for... I see what you mean. Yeah. When the monster is split summoned to your side of the field, except during the damage skill, target one face of monster your opponent controls, banish that target. If the summon is an Exodus monster, you can activate this card the turn it was set. I mean, it just lets you banish one monster, which, I mean, you know. You can probably do better than this for banishing. Spiritual Light Art, Hixiri. Tribute one light monster to target one banish monster your opponent can reveal one trap card from the hand and negate this card's effect. Otherwise, just summon that monster. Okay. This doesn't seem that great. Earwig 2400 at monster. Yeah, that just seems a lot better than that card. Sealing Ceremony of Right-Horn. Once per turn, you can turn one face up one monster. You control draw enough to make it target up to 2 cards in your opponent's graveyard, banish those targets. I mean, Aquamere Cycle. There's a trap card that banishes your opponent's monster and control for it who turns and damage. That is a power creep. Aquamere Cycle. Target one water monster you control who one monster is in your graveyard. So first target who get into the deck if you do add the second target in your hand. Okay. That might be okay. Double Payback. pay only when you take 1,000 or more damage from your opponent's card back. Place 1 payback counter on this card for every 1,000 damage you hook during the activation of your opponent's next turn. Destroy this card, and if you do, inflict 2,000 damage to your opponent for each payback counter on this card. That sounds not super good. That sounds kind of good. That might be good in like a psychic deck, actually. That might be good in a psychic deck. Ancient Dragon. 1400 4 stars Light Dragon. On this card, inflicts ground damage to your opponent by a direct act. You can increase this card's level by 1 and attack by 500. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, guys, way too slow. Way too slow. Herald Seal of the Dragon King. 0, 6 stars, Light Dragon Gemini. Block, 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 block. When it's in effect, you can trip this card, special one heraldic monster itself, this guy, from your hand, deck, or graveyard, face up, defend. So it's more search, but it's a Gemini. It's gonna die super easily, more than likely. Evil Isle. El Gennaro. It's raw? It wholly is raw. That is wholly raw. You are correct. 0, 2 stars Fire Reptile. When this card on the field is stripped in his center graveyard, draw 1 card, then you can suffer 1 dinosaur type monster from your hand in your death, and add 1 evil isle monster from your hand in your death. I'll be right back. I need to go check on Pokémonomic. Give me a second, please. Well, now I don't have to, hurry up at all, because the pharmacy is closed. Oops. It closed at 7 p.m. It is 7:18 p.m. We didn't realize that it closed at 7 p.m. So I have to wait until tomorrow to get my medicine. Oopsie daisy. Luckily I have enough for tonight, but yeah. Alright, so Light Ray Greffier. Hey, it's that guy! Greffier's back. 1700, 1600 4 stars Light Warrior. You can split summon this card from your hand by discarding one level 5 or higher Light monster. Once per turn, you can discard one Light monster and banish one Light monster from your deck. What? Why would you want to do that? Okay. Why does he look like a luchador? He looks like a freaking luchador over here. Hardy Orc. Have you guys ever missed the bus by just a little bit? And you're like, no, come back, don't leave me. I've had that happen before. A couple times when I was in, middle school, high school. Just by a little bit, I would miss the bus. And they wouldn't wait for you. They would just keep going. I would just get there as the bus is there. And I'm trying to get there, and they take off before I get there. I'm just like, bro, what? Like, you could very clearly see me. Why did you take off before I got there? I've had that happen a couple times, and it's like, okay, thanks. Thanks a whole lot. 2200 Zero Defense 4 stars Dark Fiend. This card cannot act turn it is normal summon. Okay. Okay. So it has to wait turn before it can do anything. I mean, you could probably special summon this guy out, and then you have a 2200 attack guy. That can attack on the turn that, you know, gets special summoned, so... If you can seat him out without normal summoning, then, I mean, it's gonna be kind of beefy. Drag Connection. Reveal one Dragon-type monster in your hand. Add one Dragon-type monster with the same level from your deck in your hand. Suffer from reveal the monster in your deck. I mean, that can let you, like, switch out monsters. That has some use. And you don't wait for they are early and make us wait? Yeah. It's basically vanilla, yeah. And there's a reason why I don't like using buses, because the one time me and my sister, we went to the mall, I believe, and we used the bus to come back from the mall. And then we got to the bus station, and we sat there for 2 hours before they finally decided to move. 2 hours at the bus station. The entire 2 hours at the bus station, I needed to use the restroom. But I didn't want to get off the bus and go to the bus station because I didn't want the bus to go taking off without me. Because I have a feeling if I got off the bus and used the restroom, they would have went off without me. I guarantee it. Yeah, they do give you FKC out 5 package. But like, are you able to get 5 package easily at this point in the game? This also lets you get like blue eyes and stuff like that too. Trial and Tribulation. You can only activate one of these cards per turn. During the end phase of the turn, this card was activated. Apply this effect, depending on the number of monsters you driven in the field and from your hand this turn except Hogan. If you get only one, you draw one card. 2 lets you add 2 monsters from your graveyard in your hand. 3 lets you destroy 3 or more lets you destroy up to 3 face-up cards on the field. Okay. That seems kinda okay, honestly. This is a pretty good card, I feel like. Thinking about it. Yeah, it just seems pretty good. Old school Yugioh. By old school, what do you mean old school? Like the first few sets? Or like the Axis era? Or like the Synchro era? Or what? Or from the Dragon Rulers? Heroic Seal from the Asses. Once per opponent's turn, you can send 1 heroic monster from your deck to your graveyard. Once per turn, during your turn, you can target 1 of your banished heroic monsters and return that target to the graveyard. If this face-up card on the field is sent to the graveyard, target 1 heroic monster in your graveyard for summon that target. Okay, so it's just a way of getting, like, heroics back, which, yeah. First few sets. Yeah, the first few sets were kind of wild, not gonna lie. Like, there was a time where I was like, you know, I want to try playing, like, with the first few sets, and then after, like, the next time would be, okay, we're gonna add the next set into the list, and then the next set into the list, you know what I mean? Like, we're gonna start with, like, the first 2 sets at the starter decks, and then we would have acted on, the 3rd set, and then the 4th set, and so on and so forth. I feel like that would have been interesting. Edison? Oh god, Blackluster Soldier. Freaking Blackluster Soldier. Ugh. That guy was a bastard. I hated him so much. Axis Wrath. Once per turn, when the level 5 or higher monster's effect is activated, except during the damage step, and you control an Axis monster, you can discard 1 card. Negate the effect, and if you do, destroy that monster. You know what would be really bad? Is when we get an era where Gravity Bind shows up. Because then I would start being able to make or remake my deck at least the #1 player in the world at that time era. Because I did beat the #1 player in the world once in a tournament with a Gravity Bind deck. And I kid you not, I actually did play the #1 player in the world at that time. They were in the same state. And I don't know why they went to this specific tournament. I was like miles away from them. They came over here. And we played. The funny thing is, because I did not pay to play, you were allowed to play in the tournament, but if you didn't pay to play, even if you won the tournament, you wouldn't get the tournament reward. So even though I won the tournament, I never got the work. I didn't get anything for it. I just won the tournament. That's it. The guy was going to give me a Raigeki for the tournament patch, and I was like, nah, bro, I'm not going to do that. Because, like, sure, I could have gotten a free Raigeki, but I'm not that sleazy, you know? I'm not a sleazy person. Number 11, Big Eye. And it's Sogia Heber Raigeki. Damn. That's just Zero Who. Guys, this is literally just Zero Who. 26 subject Who House of rank 7 guard spellcaster. 2 level 7 monsters. Once per turn, you can deact 1 material from this card to target 1 monster your opponent controls. And control that monster. This card cannot act turn this effect is activated. Disgusting. Very disgusting. You like Yugioh more than Pokemons? I never touched Pokemon. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! And I owned the Digimon cards. But the Digimon card game we never played legitimately. So we had our own way of playing the Digimon card game, so we never actually learned how that worked. It was Yu-Gi-Oh! That we mostly played before we all went to UFS afterwards. Number 7, Lucky Straight. The hell am I looking at? 700 rank 7 Light Fairy. 3 level 7 monsters. All Dragon Rulers are level 7. Of course they are. One wouldn't they be? You can deact 1 excess material from this card. Roll a 6-sided die twice, and this card's act becomes the larger number rolled times 700 to your opponent's next end phase. And if the whole roll was exactly 7, apply one of these effects. Send all other cards off the field to graveyard. Special summon 1 monster from your hand or from either graveyard. Draw 3 cards, and discard 2 cards. This seems very, very difficult to actually get to work. Some of the secret cards of Pokemon ECG are in the raids very important. Screw that! That's ridiculous. Beatron. 600, 900, 4 stars Dark Insect. You can send 1 face-up spell trap you control graveyard and target 1 level 4 lower insect monster in your graveyard. Special summon that insect monster in defense. You can only use this effect of Beatron once per turn. Yeah, it's a gamble deck, I know. Broken the Dragon Rulers, a Dragon in the graveyard's worth 1 in the hand. The actual good cards are the 1. Oh my god. Dude, that's too much. There's a reason why people moved to like online for the card games. Because like, you're spending so much money on cardboard. Like, that's the thing, like, I know it's collectors and all that, but like, when you really think about it, that money could be going to something else, you know? Something much more valuable and much more useful than a piece of cardboard. No offense, collectors. I was a collector myself, you know? But like, I'm not gonna spend $100, much less $1,000 on a piece of cardboard. I'm sorry. A lot of people are crazy and invest their money in Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah. Just play the phone gacha if you want to play the Pokemon ECG, yeah. But yeah, it's like, even like gachas, like, yeah, you can spend money on that, but like, you know, you're spending money on virtual Ghana. You know? It's like, yeah, I'm gonna spend money to get this character in a gacha game. But like, here's the thing. I'm not saying that people shouldn't do, you know, gacha games or, you know, buy cards or all of that. I'm not saying that. They can do whatever they want with their money, but like, people really should stop and think, do I really need to do that? do I really need to spend $100 trying to get this character in a gacha game? Now, I'm probably gonna either not use after a while, or it's gonna get power crept. Like Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, I can tell you all about that. I don't want to tell you how much I spent on that game, okay? That game is a prime example of don't be stupid with your money. Do not be dumb with your money. There are way better things you can do with that money. Like, instead of, spending money on a gacha, like, oh, I'm gonna spend $100 on like, virtual data. That's not gonna do anything. You can probably be like, you know what? I can spend $100 instead on getting, like, maybe 1 or 2 pieces of artwork that I might really like. I can spend $100 getting, like, maybe, like, 2 or 3 games that I could play, I can spend $100, getting food, that's good. That $100 could go to, like, some kind of, bill that you may need to pay, etc., etc. Like, there are so many better uses of money, and some people just, I don't think they think about this. They see something that they want. Gacha is paying money for artwork. I guess that is true, but, like, you're gambling on trying to get a piece of artwork, really. Which, I don't know about that. Again, here's the thing. Eventually, when that gacha stops being, around, that's not even physical, like, at all. That gacha's not going to be around eventually, and all that money you put into that gacha has just been wasted. So think about that. Like, yeah, you can spend a bunch of money on that gacha, or that mobile game, whatever, but the moment that game goes away, your money has just been wasted. Now, here's the thing. It may not be wasted to you if, it makes you happy and whatnot. I guess it might not be a waste to them, but, But, like, eventually, like, in the end, that money is gone. The stuff that you spent that money on is also gone. You don't own that anymore. It's just gone. Now, if you were to, like, get artwork from, like, an artist, that's yours. Even though, if it's online art, it's kind of hard to claim it's yours. I mean, it's yours and the artist. You buy it from the artist, it's both yours and the artist. You know what I mean? But, that one's a little bit harder, because, like, that's not physical. You can make it physical. It's very easy to make it physical, but, like, yeah. You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Alright, I'm gonna wrap up this set. Influence Dragon. Really? What happened to you? 300, 903 stars when Dragon Tuner. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster you control. It becomes Dragon type until the end turn, or end phase. He did become Mecha Wrigley again. And he lost a lot of weight. Even more weight than what he had. I guess this is a way of making it so it's like, okay, I need the extra element type that I don't have. I'm gonna turn this monster into, this element type. Yeah, it's 5-headed nonsense. Bright Star Dragon. 1900 1004 stars Light Dragon. When this card is normal summon, you can target one other face-up monster off the field. Increase that target's level by 2 at the end of this turn. Pretty solid. That's a solid card. Nothing wrong with that card. Boot Hen. Okay, hi there, Piggy. 200, 300, 1-star Light Fairy. Hooner. During your main phase, you can banish this card from graveyard and target one face-up level 4 lower Light Fairy type you control. You just treat it as a Hooner monster while face-up on the field. Yeah, I saw that. It's just like, what? Why? What's the point? I will never understand the censorship in Yu-Gi-Oh! Some of the censorship, like this one's like, why? What's the point? Okay. You got rid of the halo, but why? Is that their kids' halos? Okay. So a kid's not allowed to know what a halo is? Never mind some of the other artwork of the game that they already have? I don't get it. Doom Go Nuts. No, not the Doom Go Nuts. 001-star Dark Fiend. Flip! Destroy all face-up monsters on the field with an original attack or defensive. What? Why? Okay. Yeah. It's just like, bro. Like, and then you look at some of the female designs, even when they're not censored, or censored, you know? It's just like, yeah, you know? Yeah. Nimble Manta. 800, 100, 2 stars Water Fist. When this card is set from the field graveyard by a card effect, you can special summon any number of Nimble Manta. Okay. So it's basically like Nimble Mamonga and Robotic Rat and stuff like that. It's just a way of getting, you know, it has to be by a card effect though. Not from battle. It's just a little bit worse, I feel. Signing at... Huh. 600 1000 rank 2 spellcaster win. 2 level 2 monsters. When your opponent normal special summons a monster except during the gaming step, if you adds 1 excess material from this card, that monster loses 500 attack. It is Link. You're right, it is Link. It's Paladin Link. This card sucks, by the way. Bro, I always considered the Celtic Guardian as Link. Like, am I wrong in thinking that Celtic Guardian was more like Link? That anytime I see him, like, that's Link. The Celtic Guardian is literally just Link. He's a very angry Link. And Blail, or Blef, they might have, maybe. 800, 1300, 2 stars win spellcaster. Once per turn, you can reveal 1 monster in your hand, increasing the level of this card by the level of that monster at the end phase. It doesn't really seem that good until you do, Synchro and Exes and all of that stuff. That's the only reason you would, like, use this. Nightling. It is Nightling. And that is it for Galactic Overlord. Oh boy. Give me a second. So I'm gonna take a look at the next set. We're not gonna do the next set today. It's gonna be a bit of a sort of stream. I'm probably gonna sit here and just yap a little bit before I, you know, end the stream. Simply because, like, I could do the next set, but at the same time, I'm kind of not in the mindset to be doing a second set. Gawain. There's heroic challengers. Chronomalies. Okay. I see prophecies. I see Malgolts. Oh no, Malgolts. Wait, isn't that like a heinous freaking hype? I see your Gear things. 3,000 Neils? What do you mean 3,000 Neils? Yeah, I have a feeling that's what that was. 3,000 Neils? They brought that monster back? Superdimensional Robot Galaxy Destroyer. That's a nice name. Okay. Galaxy Queen. Where Orfgal? Where Orfgal? Orf. Oh look, it's a trap hole, guys. We found a trap hole. Oh. There's Soul Drain. Uh-oh. Not Soul Drain. Shootbone. Hawk Hunter, Mock Hunter, Assist Hunter. Hunter Spark Dragon. Soul Drain was out before this? Wait, isn't Soul Drain got one card? Activate the pain 100. I feel like I've seen this before, have I not? It's in Return of the Duelist. Spirit Drain? Ah, the Hunters. Hunters are nonsense. Oh boy, can't wait to deal with the Hunters. So that's all we're going to be doing today for the Yu-Gi-Oh set. I think that's a good time to call it there with that. So, let me see who is streaming. Tomorrow will be, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow is the Skullgirls training. If you can teach me anything, hey, do teach me stuff. I am going to be trying to learn more for Eliza, Squiggly, and Miss Fortune. I think that's the team I wanna pick up. So I'm going to be focusing primarily on them. I don't know if there's like a fan card or some other mechanics that I need to know who play the game better, but you know. Let me see who is streaming. Let's see. Grave has her Our Wilds DLC premiere happening right now. Callie is doing Venus Vacation Prism Dead or Alive at stream right now. What? Oh my. Okay, Callie. She's doing a Dead or Alive game. Coyote's playing, a baseball game. B2 is doing Fortnite, which is Fortnite. It's Fortnite. P.O.'s gonna be doing Painting PC, which is a drawing game, at midnight. Nerissa has an announcement at 9 p.m. Wonder what that's about. Oh boy, Callie's gonna be back at Symphony of the Night in a couple days at 11 p.m. on that night, I will probably be watching Cali, because Symphony of the Night's fun to watch. What is going on? At midnight, Koyori's going to be doing, Trails of the Sky, the first. Anything else? Well, 20 a.m. Faye is doing like 50 questions with her. Something about YouTube Music Weekend 12.0. I don't know what that's about. That is all I see right now. So, I'm gonna set this up and go to, who do we want to go to? I'm gonna set up and go, you know what? I'll let you guys figure out who I'm setting up to go to. You'd rather play Symphony of the Night? Yeah, Symphony of the Night's just, you know, it's also a good game to listen to while doing stuff. So I'll probably be working on the wiki while, you know, listening to Callie play the game. I really should get on doing some videos like boss guides, but like, boss guides, man. Like, it's kind of hard to find the time to do it because, like, I could do it during the daytime, but then I'm sacrificing streaming during the day for that. I could do it at nighttime, but I have to be careful how loud I get, and I sacrifice whatever I do at nighttime for that. So, like, I won't be doing any streams at night. I have all of the bosses for FF10 set up and ready to go. I just have to do video. So I'm wondering if I should do FF10 first, or should I do FF5 first in regards to boss videos? Because FF5, I would have to replay the entire game again in order to do the boss video or boss guide. It might be easier just to do Final Fantasy X. It might be easier just to do Final Fantasy X first. I don't know, I'll figure something out. It's been a while since I've uploaded any video to my YouTube. And I don't know if you guys consider streams content or not. I don't know if you consider just like, streams are not content, but if you do stuff from your streams, like clips of stuff, then it's content. I don't know if that's how some people think. I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna call it there for today. I'm gonna say until next time, everyone, whatever that may be, you all have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night. I only get to steal that from anyone else what you're talking about. And I will catch you all on the flip side of Boy. Take care, and for Ganora. I might stream Final Fantasy VI tonight, if I feel up to it. We will see. For Ganora.